Well, it's been a long road back to title contention and a heavyweight championship opportunity for this man, but he has put in all the right work, and a lot of people give him a great chance to get the job done tonight.
You know, when you've been there and you get back here, it's not new. There are a lot of things that are familiar, but how do you change the result? How do you assure that in this time, during this chance, you ultimately walk away with the championship? He's been here before, John. The team's been here before. They are confident that this time they get it done.
And that self-belief is rooted in the preparation, right? He's got speed, he's got power, all the tools to wrest the belt away. We'll see if we have a new UFC heavyweight champion by night's end. Well, the bonuses and the accolades have continued to pile up for one of the best heavyweights in the world, Stipe Miocic, and rightfully so. Of course, who can forget when he wrested the belt away from Fabricio Verdum in Brazil at UFC 198? And then what he did after the fact against Alistair Overeem and Junior Dos Santos put him on a pedestal as truly one of the best heavyweights of all time.
And it should, because when you have those types of names on your resume, you will be considered one of the greatest fighters the division has ever seen. Stipe has the ability to win fights in a number of ways. Unbelievable boxer, has great footwork, but also was a Division I level wrestler at Cleveland State University.
Fights fires pretty well, too.
He's really good at that. Yes, I went to the firehouse, and it's intense as it comes.
Stipe Miocic, ready to make another major statement here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Stipe Miocic.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, early round action here featuring the consensus greatest UFC heavyweight of all time. We have seen a leaner version of Stipe over his last several fights. And how about the lettuce, right? I mean, if my hair was that good, I'd probably grow it out. Throws the left hand.
All right, keep pushing forward. Let's go.
Nice job on defense to block that punch, champ. Fighter lands a kick to the leg now, and a pretty good one at that. All right, early action here in the heavyweight division, and there's Stipe Miocic finding a home for that pull right hand early.
He does it really well. He baits you into throwing something, and the moment you throw, he slips and he lets the right hand fly. He did it constantly against Francis Ngannou in the first fight. It has become one of his better strikes throughout his UFC career.
Fast pace here in the early going. Leather being thrown on both sides.
Great punch landed with so much power. Big right hook there by the champ.
Nice, good. Keep that pressure there. About the ring.
Oh, nice counter punch there. Again, we talk advantage off the top of the show certainly paid dividends for him there.
Beautiful jab lands.
Circling to his right. Now he counters with a right hook to the head. Just over 3 minutes to go round one. Body kick now by Choi. Nice crack there. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combinations with the kick. Came of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Winded up on the right there to no avail. Strong hook to the head there by the Korean Superboy. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots. Liver kick.
Just over 2 minutes now to go. Oh, and the Superman punch is good. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Oh, beautiful handiwork there from Stipe Miocic. His head coach, Marcus Marinelli, really feels like during this training camp, Stipe took his boxing to the next level. Oh, straight punch lands flush on the counter. Nice deception with his footwork. And again, we're a broken record when it comes to the reach advantage. Certainly helped him out there. Oh, great block there. Connects now with the 1-2.
Back in the clinch, look for him to hang on his opponent's head and try to wear at his gas tank.
There's the kick.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand.
Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
30 seconds now to go in the opening round.
Oh, that one landed, yep.
Oh, big elbow. Final seconds of round one.
Need some work, guys. Huh.
5 minutes in the books.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Deep breath. Good. Relax. Take a drink of water and listen. All right, man. I want you to set those kicks up.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point, those can really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick, and watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ.
Well, that strike right there, that pull right hand, as you call it, has really become a trademark of Stipe Miocic on the field.
Yeah, you got to be very careful how you approach Stipe because he sets you up. He will feint a jab when you return. He pulls and he hits you with the right hand. And right now, his opponent is not picking up on it. on it. Stipe can put you to sleep if you aren't careful in the way that you approach him.
30 seconds now to go. 5 minutes in the books.
5 minutes in the books.
5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books. 5 minutes in the books Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. That left hook was crazy.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to grow, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank. Clean punch.
Just out of range with that right hand. All right, well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now, but if he doesn't address it immediately, it'll turn to something much worse.
Nice job by Miochic on the feet, making some adjustments, and man, that jab looks clean tonight.
I mean, that jab looks clean, but you got to be very careful not to get hit with a Stipe Miocic's right hand. It's powerful, it's straight, and it can be very damaging.
Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Under 3 minutes to go in round two. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his way.
Get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger.
Choi's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight.
Let's go. Let's open up that cut a little bit more.
2 minutes now to go. Miocic gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Well, you got to think he's happy with this performance here tonight. Essentially, just the way he drew it up, it's been a striking fight.
It's like a fairy tale. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and his opponent isn't doing much to try and deter him and really mess with the game plan.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two.
Come on, lead good. Let's make it work.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Just misses with the left hook. Back and forth we go. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined, that when he can see swelling like that, he's going to continue to attack it.
Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Just misses with the jab there.
Let's go. Work. 30 seconds left.
Straight punch. 20 seconds left.
Set that uppercut up.
Seconds winding down in round two.
Gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand.
All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, I'm being told we've got some replays from the previous round, and it appears as though the cut on the bridge of the nose is getting worse by the minute.
It's getting worse by the minute, and he's got an opponent in front of him that wants to target it. He wants to hit him on the nose over and over again. I wonder if every time he gets hit there, the blood goes down into the mouth, making it difficult to breathe.
Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here tonight. We have two legitimately fresh fighters here as we hit this next round. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight.
Distance management 101, another punch lands. Oh, nice. Nice level change with the body shot.
Trying to establish that jab once again.
Hands high, hands high.
Miocic gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to move those feet.
You know what's crazy? It was like in MMA back in the day, guys didn't jab enough. It was all power shots. Now you see guys more educated with that jab and that front hand.
Choi's body getting all sorts of bruised up on that right side now. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Well, blocked that punch.
Beautiful punch lands.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Choi gets tagged by that stiff jab. Defense not there for him thus far tonight.
Oh, here we go.
Well, he has really started to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Oh, nice straight there by the Korean Superboy. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight.
Big inside kick.
Miocic is able to protect the eye there with that block. Nice job with his fight awareness there to raise the guard. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Miocic has got a pretty deep bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. His opponent has done a lot of work in that region tonight. Nice combination for Miocic upstairs. Effective strike there by Miocic. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class. Hands up, chin down. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Stipe's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let it go.
Oh, that's so good. He's got to move. They're going to stop this fight if he doesn't move. Oh, he's going to clinch again.
Choi gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. You know, I got to tell you, I'm not sure that his face could be much more swollen at this point in time. You got to raise that guard.
You got,
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Miocic appears wobbly. Oh! All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
The Korean Superboy gets back up here. Oh, that eye's officially disgusting right now. I don't know, man. If I'm a doctor, maybe I'm thinking about getting involved.
Well, you can see him getting up out of his seat. You know, he's looking very closely at the damage on the eye. We may get him in here before the round even ends.
Choi's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Miocich's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
That shot is blocked by the Korean Super Bowl. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Miocic is a bloody mess right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see this fight stop. At the very least, you got to think they're calling in the ringside position between rounds. Oh, brilliant execution to land the roundhouse. Hook to the head there. Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here. Back to the well with that right hand, it's no good. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Well, he's able to get back up here, but oh man, is he on wobbly legs. Good defensive vision to block that punch. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Well, I'm not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. It feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find the punch or kick that will put your opponent out.
Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't need to see anymore.
I mean, there it is again. Look at that.
Oh, he dove and he lands. Wow.
He passed the half guard. He's got to be careful here. You cannot sit in this position. The referee will have no choice but to stop the fight.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Miocic. Oh, big shots from the top.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Choi's has got full mount now.
Big ground and pound.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
He's having his way with him here.
Massive shot lands. It's over, John. Fight's done.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Choi.
He's got to be careful here. He has done such a great job of targeting that cut that now he has his opponent in a critical situation.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Choi. And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want...
That'll do Do it!